Alright, so we're getting into this match?
Yeah.
Seems like cool. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go with Exander on this one. Definitely playing a lot of Nightmare players, pretty consistent, you know, playing against Vesper pretty much like weekly. So he's gonna have a lot of match experience. I think he's just a very strong player as well. Gonna get that whip punch to showing off that crazy damage that Cervantes can get when he gets directly on that mid-grab mix-up.
Important to note that he played against Nightmare earlier on in this tournament too, so he's already relatively well warmed up for something like that. We were talking about how he seems to take a little bit more of an aggressive approach to the Nightmare matchup than I think I would have initially expected. So, and I think the idea is that when it comes to the spacing out portion that we normally see from Cervantes, I assume A6 does not beat armor, and so he wants to start throwing in stuff that, you know, does. So I guess that's the idea that he wants to get away from.
Yeah, I mean, A6, right? You don't really need to, in this matchup, you know, not as effective against the armor as you said, but things like walk up 3B, gets the sidestep. He's not doing much to contain that movement, right? Going for these verticals on verticals on verticals.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing Exander use a lot of his patented wall rising A as well. So, as we keep saying, because we see Nightmare so often nowadays, that the way that you have to play against this character is so very different than you play against any other type of character, where you just have to lean on the few weaknesses that Nightmare has, because when Nightmare is bad at something, boy oh boy is he bad at it.
And you mentioned, you know, wall rising A from Exander being one of his bread and butters. Earlier today, actually, my roommate looked at me. He doesn't play SOULCALIBUR, eating a bread and butter. He's like, "This is my Cervantes wall rising A." I'm not joking. He literally said that to me, and it really annoyed me.
So we have full bar from both players. I assume Exander's going to become... Okay, well, I assume he doesn't want to spend meter until he feels fully confident that he could potentially win this round. He would need like 2 wholehearted... Okay, pretty good punish on the wall rising A.
That was full charge punish. I feel like, yeah, he wanted to CE, but he was just backing up at the same time.
Oh, and yeah, see, he got too frustrated with the fact that he got a soul charge rather than a CE, and so he was just trying to force too much. Not the biggest deal in the world. Oh, could have gotten more out of that. Okay, a little bit of a slippage from Exander.
Tav seems to be pretty consistent with like plus frames into backstep into 6B, and Exander is just super confident with committing these sidesteps. There we go, catch them with 3AA, denying this sidestep movement. That's kind of what you need to do against Exander.
Overall, it seems to be like that's the case, where we're seeing aggressive sidesteps from Exander once he's up close, and that's what won him the first 2 rounds pretty quickly. And now Tav is just going the opposite direction with it, where instead of going for the drills, he's committing to the AGAs instead. And so now it's going to be a matter of, will Tav commit to like the 3AA? Because if he's not, and he just goes for the AGA, then we're going to see Exander use wall rising A even more often. See,
look, he's stepping so hard, he's not even ducking 4A. Going to get the attack.
I assume, yeah, we're going to have to spend the meter pretty quickly. Problem is, though, is that Nightmare's Soul Charge doesn't even end when his Soul Charge meter is gone, because he's going to have Terror Charge again.
And like, look at that Adam chip, doesn't get the block punish.
He was still in Soul Charge, so I can understand the hesitance for punishing the 3B. But that being said, you have so much life, you might as well try to go for it, right? What's the worst that can happen?
And Tav proving us wrong, taking game number 1. But we've seen this before, Jay, where our pick is down in that first game, but they're managing to come back with Tav. Can try not let that happen.
I'm relatively surprised that he would... No, never mind. I was going to say I'm relatively surprised that Exander didn't change the stage, but he doesn't have to worry about the corner carry. So even if he has to worry about the spacing, he doesn't have to worry about the corner carry. So he doesn't, he doesn't have to potentially worry about the ring out.
Yeah. I guess the thing he could have got was like all walls, and then like Cervantes having amazing use of walls.
Yeah. But there's so many different places where if you get the desert stage, I just imagine as a Sorty player, you're just like, well, oh no.
Yeah, is he gonna IGDR follow-up? No. Oh, he drops it!
Ooh, doesn't go for the wall rising A either. He's getting a little bit cautious, which leads me to believe that he doesn't feel confident about his timing and his punishes right now.
Yep.
Keeps assuming that Tav is gonna duck the grab, but I think you need more grabs, my dude.
Yeah, that's the key thing, right? Is he's working too much 3B into the grab 3B mix, and you need to be doing more grab.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I guess he's just worried because Nightmare is definitely not bad at wall rising punish.
Probably some of the best.
Yeah.
Oh, it gets the 1A lethal hit in Soul Tech.
Oh boy, Xander, this is just melting away from you. AA's on whiff. No, don't be aggressive, he's still in Soul Charge. You gotta wait. Wait.
Gets the knockback. Again, look, you gotta throw this man. He's just standing there blocking Xander. Well, I'm throw him right now. Throw him. No, that's not what I said.
Well, I think Tab is the one that's listening, not Exander.
See, like that's the problem, right?
Oh,
Tab's got
no.
the stream open. He knows how to win. We coached him in that first game, Jay, and now he's putting on the clinic.
He didn't sidestep the second hit of 6's KK. What is going on?
Okay, punch grab with grab.
Here we
There
go.
it is.
Wouldn't it suck if Tab ducked that? I've been in that situation as Exander, where it's like you lean so hard to one option, you're like, okay, I'm conditioned and conditioned and conditioned. I should be rewarded for this grab, and then Woes ducks it, and I'm just like, I want to stop your life. All right, getting these GIs now. He's not going for the AK. I assume that GI, he's getting a lot of input errors. Something screwy with Exander. I don't know what's up.
Yeah, maybe he just wanted to go for that because
Oh
it's
my
faster,
God.
right? Because he counter hit the resist impact.
Only stage where he was still in the ring after that.
Yep. Stage is so big. Huge.
Even when you think you're at that corner where like the tiles are different, it's still pretty far ways. Okay.
That's creepy.
Still has to deal with the bar. Doesn't have to deal with any guard damage. Oh, we see Tab going back to the drills, but Exander going back to the side steps that were doing so well in the first game.
Yeah, we've regressed. And there's the wall rising on the duck. Into the knockdown, solid Oki situation. Soul Charge out of the pressure. Does not want to deal with this at all.
I'm assuming we're going to see meter back pretty quickly. Yeah. Now, Exander hasn't exactly gotten a lot of mileage out of his Soul Charge. His Soul Charge has just been effectively trying to negate Tab's Soul Charge, and it hasn't even done that all that well. Yeah, he keeps sidestepping these A6s, and that's some pretty rough news.
He's kind of just hanging out at a range that's more advantageous to Nightmare, right? Because Nightmare can't box with Cervantes at that close range, where A6 is more effective.
Is he gonna try to use the meter? Oh
my God!
got
Got the back throw. That was crazy.
K2.
He tried. Yeah,
That's why.
that's crazy.
Wow.
I've never seen that interaction before.
I did not know it turns it into a back grab. That is so mean.
Yeah, well, like with being a 3D fighter, certain moves you put your back to your opponent for part of the animation.
That's another back grab. Come on, you gotta spend your meter, Exander. There you go. Alright, he's got another bar waiting in the wings after this. Oh, just a slight clip on that drill. He is not figuring out Tab's aggression. Tab is making it ever so awkward. He's catching the side steps too. He's not even going to get the opportunity to potentially use his second bar. Okay, here we go.
Gets the
Here's
throw
the
this
grab.
time.
He
Don't
gets
drop it.
his meter, yeah. I would try to use the meter almost immediately, while Tab doesn't have the option to read Soul Charge afterwards.
Okay. A blockable zoning.
Now see, if I'm Tab...
Oh, that air hit saved his life.
That's
And he
it.
did. Yeah.
There wasn't anything he could do, right?
I don't believe so.
I don't think side tech works to
No,
get
I
away
don't think
from
it
this.
does.
Alright, good job to Tab. Is that the
Yeah,
first time you
Tab.
were wrong?
We were wrong about 8-way funds as well.
No, we said A-Way was going to win.
Yeah, didn't you lose?
Did he?
Yeah.
Did! Wow, I was so sure about my guess that I just assumed I was right.
Oh, you got 3 bead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the opposite of Tab.
Yeah. You ducked into all those 3 Bs. You
I
got
ducked into
launched.
every single 3B.
And throw, launch,
You made a
and throw,
mistake.
launch.
Yeah. I never duck against Cervantes in that situation. Ever.
It's a really hard spot to be in as a defender when he's range 0 in your face and he is ready to mix you up because his throws are strong. They hurt.
Yeah, they don't hurt as much as 3B though. And
No.
even if I'm wrong about the fact that he was going to grab, I can still potentially break it. So, hey.
That's good stuff. Moving on. Wonder our next match. What do we got coming up for us in our next match, guys?
Yeah, we had the 4 matches listed out for us, but I can't remember what the other ones were.
This is
Yeah, let me know.
EndersJ versus Appleboom.
EndersJ and
Okay.
Apple. All right, one
Yeah,
second.
Apple Boom earlier on in the tournament earlier on today, rocking that Hilde.
God, I'm trying to remember if I've seen these two play against each other before. They've been around. Obviously, Ender's a little bit more so, but they've been playing in these online competitions quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to go with Ender's, but if I'm wrong about this, I'm not wholeheartedly surprised.
Yeah, I mean, Apple Bloom was a great player, but I think
Yeah.
EndersJ is just like on that next level of player. And we saw Exander going in with like that grab 3B mix. He is like the apprentice.
Yeah.
You know, EndersJ being the master. of the art of grab 3B. He is so good at it, and it is so frustrating to play this man because he'll just mix you with the most basic mix-up.
I don't know. Do you know if Enders knows Hilde at all?
He plays this game quite a bit with a lot of different people. I imagine he would have some
Hilde players. Maybe
no.
ATB?
ATB, maybe he's played against Omen. They're both from New York.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Getting the Huang stage yet again. Right? That's the Huang stage?
Looks like it. It's hard to tell. They don't. There's like barely anything behind that huge logo to even see what's behind it. Like there's like the how Indian port looked kind of like Karamorn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So one thing I will say about Appleboom is that she is very defensive. Yep. But I'm not convinced that's going to work out against Enders, because when Enders fights that kind of thing, it's quite literally fighting fire with fire.
Yeah. Or fighting blocking his grab.
Yeah, sure. Or fighting backstep with bullets.
Yeah. Which
just traditionally in U.S. history, world history, bullets tend to win that matchup.
Yeah, they're pretty good at it.
Yeah.
And
oh boy, you need to take some lessons from Tab.
Yeah, so we saw earlier on in that round, EndersJ walks up, goes to throw, got Twitch ducked. There was no punish, but like that is information that immediately in that situation is like, all right, well I'm gonna do the 3v next time because you already Twitch ducked and didn't punish me.
I'm wondering what was caught on counter hit for that 2A plus B. Now we're seeing a situation where Appleboom might feel like she needs to, instead of trying to use movement, like she's trying to do right now, looks like trying to get that reverse ring out. But overall, it seems like we're not trying to block Enders anymore. We're trying to counter hit him out of stuff.
Yeah,
and
got hit by
not really working out that well.
Yeah, got hit by the Regalia extension on that horizontal spring. Everyone gets hit by it. I get hit by it like 90% of the time. It's like it's such a delayed follow-up that you're like, oh, okay, it's done now, right? And then no, mid comes out and you die.
He's just going all over the place.
Yeah, and teleports behind you. Nothing personal.
Appleboom does not know where to go. Has another bar. Has the Spear Regalia. I think that means that she has the Hell Sweep.
Has the Hell Sweep. Also has like the best wall rising punish in the entire game.
Ooh, that's it. Oh well.
Or one of them.
So, different stage? Nope, it's gonna go immediately with the rematch.
Yeah, definitely hard, because like Cervantes can kind of operate at a range that Hilde's not very good at controlling.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have like long range, but his range is decent. And it's kind of like this mid-range where Hilde's horizontals aren't great, and her verticals aren't, like, they're verticals, so they can't contain a lot of movement.
I think it depends on the style matchup in terms of the players, because I think it is definitely possible for Appleboom to create whiffing situations where an A6 will be whiffed because Appleboom backstep, and then she's going to get like this huge combo, right?
Yeah,
but it's just, Enders doesn't play that way, so I don't think it's really going to work out.
Yeah, you can use that amazing Hilde movement, like there, getting those whiff punishes. Like that's what you need to do a little bit more of, right? Being a little bit more comfortable backing away and great stuff Appleboom getting that way.
Committing even further to the backstep, and it looks like what Enders is trying to do is match the backstep with a forward step into Cave 2, but it's not really working out because, again, Appleboom on top of the backstep is also committing to a button pretty quickly as well, and I think that's really the thing that's giving him so much agita.
Yeah, definitely, and up 2 rounds right now. 2 bars a meter, though. Spends the soul attack immediately.
Oh, the second one will just whiff, and then you can probably get like a CE punish on that.
Yeah, could have got a whiff punish. Probably just didn't expect the follow-up, right?
So
she has 2 mix-ups she can do. She can do vertical or vertical horizontal.
Oh, off of the soul charge, or off of the
soul attack, yeah.
Yeah. I did not know that.
Plus frames here has the ring pressure. Are we gonna see the fabled ring out on the stage?
Not gonna spend the meter?
Went for the reverse ring
wait, wait, is that
No, not the right angle.
Oh,
what? What? There's a wall on this stage?
Yeah, there is.
I've never been to the corner of the stage ever.
Enders, if you pull this off without spending meter, you greedy human being. I don't like that. I'm mad at Enders.
That is the first time I've ever seen a corner of this stage.
Yeah, it's very, very tiny. Yeah, I've heard about it in storybooks and songs, but I never thought that I would see it in the flesh.
Yeah, it's like
spackles.
Yeah, if someone gets a wall combo on that, it's fabled to be the start of the end of the world.
Yeah, it's very similar to when you hit the gong in that other stage.
Yeah.
Right. Basically
tied up
full
now.
meter for both. Looks like that round went blisteringly quickly.
Did Warzane gonna get the knockdown? Plus frames? No, got to mix up instead.
Oh, that's fully vertical.
Yep.
Got the Spear Regalia. Has the 2 bars. He probably wants to try and limit out Anders' soul charge as much as possible. Yeah. Oh boy.
This is a max, but that's a solid amount of damage.
Oh, but just gets the Sword Regalia in Anders' face. That was greedy.
Side switch.
He's
Unblockable! One hit away, soul charge, get away from
I
me.
can't believe that didn't. Oh,
You
meant to do
greedy
K2.
man.
He meant to do the K2, but he got
That was a
1K.
1K, man.
Yeah, that was 1K. I don't feel bad for him at all. Because he never uses meter. And Maryland.
Not Maryland.
End of sentence.
Oh,
Alright, we're sailing the stage. 1-1. Getting hit real hard there.
playing with speed. Nice with Quantico using the great Hilde movement. Into the knockdown. 6 people's K. Okay, goes for a high.
I don't think
I
Anders
don't
was
think that was
imagining
a-
that was high either. I thought he just assumed that he was going to block it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Get hit by a 2K, just jam a 3B in there. But honestly, with the way that Apple Boom times out her pressure, it's honestly not that heavy of a read because she tends to commit to buttons just unreactionary. Like, it's just something that she would do as part of her pressure, and that's just the way it is. Kind of like a set play kind of thing.
Yeah.
Lots of little teeny tiny hits. This is the first real big hit that we've had so far. Tries to go for that high again. Full bar on Apple Boom's side. I wonder if she's going to try to... Okay, never mind.
Yeah, they pop the soul charge. As well as his ring oppressor. Alright, that's something that Enders has to keep in mind. Goes with string extensions, and there it is! That's the first ring I've ever seen on this stage.
He was trying to do that the last game, too.
Yep, didn't quite get it, but that time works out.
Yeah, you always have to be worried about that against Cervantes.
Yep.
It's
Look,
pretty...
very
And when you're reading it, it's pretty easy to get away from it, honestly.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just like sometimes you forget about it, and then you're on a one-way trip to the
I think it
ring
was just
edge.
a matter that like Apple Boom is just in the same kind of position that she's in now, where she's just doing soul charge strings, and it's just assuming that they're going to be respected over and over again.
Ooh, the GI, yeah, doesn't get the right timing. Guard break possibility for Apple Boom.
Definitely
gonna
go
cash
use
out.
it for this round. Yeah, gonna go for the Hell Sweep. I appreciate that. It's the first time I think we've seen that Hell Sweep in this set, so is able to use the guard break for later.
Yeah, even without the regalia, it's still knocked down, I believe, at close range. So
Yeah.
it's definitely. Oh, but it gets blocked.
And it
Enders
is
game.
massively punishable.
Yeah, it's super punishable. -12, yeah, nice block punish. Back turn, extra frame advantage off of that.
Let's see, okay, so... Okay, decides to
Mix up.
turn the bar, which is going to force Apple Boom to use hers. Unless she just runs into A6 a whole bunch. Here we go.
Yeah.
But Anders is on game point. A6 is very good. A6 is a very good move.
It's very good.
It's horizontal, and it starts high, but then it turns into a mid.
Yeah,
and
we
then it's
saw,
like
like-
gunshots.
Yeah, the high got ducked, it looked like, but then the mid follow up, unfortunately, in there into the gunshots. And EndersJ gonna be moving on. Apple Boom not out of it yet. I believe that's still winner's side.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're all winners all the time
winners
right now.
all winners all the time.
All
Let's go.
winners all the time.
Oh, by
that
the
was
way,
2-1?
yeah, C1. By the way, he just finished. So, wow! Shoutouts to that mid-tournament production change by Stream Overlay Pro. Much love. Now we got you in all center. We got your Twitters on there.
Nice.
Shoutouts to
Ooh.
shoutouts to Stream Overlay Pro in the chat or S Overlay Pro on Twitter for the very prompt service.
Nice. We're even more professional than we already were.
Yeah.
We got the production value through the roof. I know you're all about the production quality. We got it. We're in there.
So are you. I mean, you're on the big SE6 streams, Don.
That's
I
it.
see you.
The big
See you out
SC6
there.
stream.
Jay,
Yeah, what's
I
up?
don't want to frighten you, but if you look at your computer monitor, you're probably seeing yourself. You're also on the big SE6 stream now.
Ugh.
Yeah, everyone else at home feels.
Is that a ghost from the 1970s? Ugh. Get out of here.
That okay? I legitimately started laughing at that one.
Your
Why
Jay.
is it crazy that you would get enjoyment out of me?
I know, right? It's crazy. Who would
Jay,
think?
your backdrop, it's just so tacky. I can't look directly at it.
He has Mario
Well, you
mushrooms in the
can, you just
background.
shouldn't.
That's awesome. It's like a castle.
Yeah, dude. I've got a plushie toadstool collection.
So
That's real.
that's real. It's
Yeah.
real. Just like
Hey.
this next match.
Not green screen.
Hey.
There's no green screen.
No. Surely if I had green screen, it would look a lot nicer. Like,
Uh-oh.
really nice in the sense of it would be an adequate place for somebody to live.
Yeah, like
It certainly looks adequate.
putting a green screen of just like a more futuristic like gamer setup.
Yeah.
Is that the strategy? Yeah, just make it look like something that's just impossible.
If there's one thing you should note about this place, it's that it was definitely strategic. How I had everything here. It's definitely not just a mishmash of an exemplification of my entire life.
Yeah,
So
it's tactical.
Yeah.
guys,
Hey, what's up?
next up in our bracket is going to be Richsticks versus FloridaMan.
Oh.
Now this is going to be great, but I'm also like I might have to adjudicate a side pick because they both want 1P. But it looks like they've figured
coin
it out.
flip?
Pick a number between 1 and 10.
It looks like they
It's-
figured it out between
But
themselves.
what was it
Hold on.
before? Who lost a tournament set because of like a pick a number? Who was that?
That was Boom.
Was that Boom?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It
Shout
was
outs to
like,
3.
Pick a number between 1 and 10. It was just like, all right, I picked this. It's
What's
like,
that?
all right,
Richsticks versus
you're out of the
Florida Man?
tournament.
Richsticks versus
Oh.
Florida Man.
Yeah.
All right,
Uh,
cool. Oh, by the way, mods, for those you guys in chat, I'm sure somebody figured it out. But if you are a mod, you can actually pick the winner of the bets. So, if any mods,
Oh, I thought I
Yeah.
thought you meant like, yeah, if you're a mod in this chat, you can just pick who wins the next tournament match.
no,
That seems unfair.
It actually saves me time because I'm streaming, so it's like sometimes I forget to pick the winner till a little bit later. But yeah, even though you can't bet, if you want to be helpful, like you can do that if you are a mod.
And
Yeah.
this is the Twitch predictions.
Yes, Twitch
But yeah,
predictions.
it looks like they figured it out. Florida Man is on P2, but he needed to pick the music. That was very important to him.
Okay.
Understood.
What was the biggest like blow up for like the chat betting of all time? Was it the Link Wars versus?
Yeah,
Incendiate?
I
Yeah, that
talked
was the
about
big. That was such a big blow up. Yeah.
It was like 575,000 versus like 418. It was something crazy.
Oh man.
I also want to mention before the match gets going that Boom kind of went out of his way to indicate that New York and Maryland were greater than all, but I know that Philly knows how to pick numbers, so hey.
Damn, the call out. Florida Man though, looking very solid. Nice gets through. Oh,
Oh,
no, the
no!
throw gonna whiff. That's so terrible to happen.
Definitely
Haohmaru
wanted
has
to
pretty
say
solid
that.
grab range.
Yeah. So I can't remember the last time I saw this character matchup, and I'm for sure confident that I haven't seen this player matchup. I don't know if Maxi can catch Haohmaru. Like I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
how
pretty
he
hard.
catches him.
Some of the best back movement in the game in that 6B. Just backstep 6B. Max is gonna have, as you've mentioned, having a hard time. Maybe he has to like commit to something like 6A is a little bit more range. But
I don't even know if that's enough. And there are so many spots. Oh, fantastic. If Florida Man knows these strings, then he's basically never going to have to worry about actual stance pressure. The backstep out of that.
yeah, probably Haohmaru, just the king of the backstep currently.
Yeah, for sure. Took it over from Nightmare.
Took over from Aswell. Oh my goodness. Just do it with that mid.
You might as well, because, yeah, Haohmaru has a fantastic backstep, but his block punishment is really not all that impressive.
Yeah, I mean, like, he has like the I-12 knockdown, but like it's not a lot of damage, it's just kind of like into a knockdown with a mix-up you have to take.
Yeah.
Which is super good. Like, I did not me trying to downplay how good that is, but like,
Ooh, it looks like Florida Man is respecting a little bit more than he was initially. Okay, here we go. Well, now he's trying to hit with buttons, which is something that Rich can actually do something about as opposed to the movement.
mixing up the strings as well.
Nice.
So it's the block. Is this in time? Yes, it is.
No, it's pretty easy to get that kind of a punish. In fact,
Well, I
that's
have to
kind of
actually
surprised.
execute mine, Jay, okay?
Well, I mean, that's kind of on you, right? Like,
Yeah, that's true. That's a me problem.
Heaven forbid that a 60 player has to execute something properly once in their entire life.
Yeah, right. Oh, nice. It's a counter hit. Gets knocked down. 1B. Yep, there it is. I knew it. I'm psychic.
Okay. Well, also, I think this is definitely the way to go, where screw trying to chase Haohmaru, just do 1Bs and back up, and force him to come to you, right?
Yeah, he's definitely worse at it.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that FloridaMan is committing to certain things that are not necessarily all that safe. Okay, here we go. You actually have to start something now. Rich pulling the FloridaMan and just moving out of the way.
And you have the meter. Okay, there it is. Pop a rage
Explosion
explosion.
already, huh? Okay.
Yep.
Gonna have to block out this whole string, right?
Yep, 2A.
There it
Nice! The Eason backstep.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was gonna, because that CE does do less damage as time goes on during the soul charge. So I won 100%. But this means that he's used his rage explosion, which not only means that he doesn't have it in his back pocket for the last round, but it also means that he's not even gonna get rage when he gets into yellow light. So pretty significant disadvantage.
Yeah, those string extensions we were seeing earlier, like the double body check, gone.
Nice punish.
Rich didn't hold that down, so he didn't get the launch off of it. Interesting.
Yeah, I think he just assumed that FloridaMan was going to be. The old, you know what? I can't.
The old
really
A+B on Oki.
The old, yeah, but the old soul charge activation into full crouch P+K. That you were the architect of your own disaster there, Mr. FloridaMan.
I like how our entire response was just laugh for 20 seconds.
I mean, every time I think about the commentary that we have, I don't remember what happened, but I was doing one of my, like, getting really excited, it's really at the end of the match, and then somebody totally flubbed something, and I was like, and then he's gonna get this, and he said, what? And that was it. That's all I could say.
Richsticks coming back in this round, has the wall pressure.
Pretty awful stage for FloridaMan here.
Getting the GI as well. FloridaMan trying to press buttons into these loops, but not going to get anything out of it.
I wonder if
There's
that
rage.
is supposed to be 2-2A.
Yep. The 3K.
Yeah, pretty solid option to do at -10.
Yeah, definitely going to shut down the horizontal movement, and his backstep's good. It's not that good. 2-2A counter hit.
So I guess I was wrong. I guess FloridaMan either is not as comfortable in this matchup as I thought he was, or Haohmaru does have to actually respect some of these stance pressure. Initially, I was just thinking, like, I would imagine, just like how Cervantes doesn't have to worry about it in some places, that Haohmaru will be able to do the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, that first round is super dominant, but it looks like Richsticks got more comfortable. Nice confirm off the wall.
That was pretty cool. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah,
Oh, nice step duck. Just the step duck overall, beating out both options, essentially. Technically all three options out of the Warriors focus. Okay.
Finishing it out with the 3K again. Look, okay, look, he knows. He knows what he's done.
He was trying to do the SE5 thing where you end it with a grab and delay the last round.
Yeah, that's the worst nerf this game's ever had, where you can't.
Nah, it's the best. It's absolutely the best.
Nah, it's the worst.
Nah, dealing with Blue when he had that goddamn command grab in SE5 was terrible.
I liked it.
You didn't have to deal with it in tournament. Oh my god.
Yeah, nice lethal hit. Has the string pressure.
Yeah, Rich did play Haohmaru for a while. Dead to a CE. Doesn't have meter.
No, and he's dead. Yeah, threw that one away. Thought he had something. And Richsticks, after what was a very convincing first round for FloridaMan, Richsticks able to pull it back and be very convincing in that last game.
Yeah, battles quickly as humanly. It's not very often that, like, we always say you get a game to figure out how to win the next two, but it's not very often that you need one round in order to figure out how you're going to win an entire set.
Yeah, Richsticks is one of the best. He is very good at adapting. He is very confident in his Maxi, probably the best Maxi in the world, and showing why. He's just very solid, has a great offense and defense, and got so many 2-2-way counter hits as well.
Yeah.
It's doing a lot of mileage, catching FloridaMan, just moving a little bit too freely.
Yeah, I think it was a matter of, I feel like if FloridaMan had decided to stay more defensive with this movement, it would have gone a little bit differently. It was really trying to take out FloridaMan's overcommitment to certain strings, to certain options. And there's a potential that FloridaMan is used to people feeling less comfortable against Haohmaru than Rich was kind of showing. And so he kind of has to get used to the idea that his character isn't necessarily the newest thing on the block anymore. And so people are going to be used to, dealing with, like, in Soul Charge doing like B plus K into 6B, which is something that catches a lot of people, but it wasn't catching Rich, and catching those step ducks off of the Warrior's focus and stuff like that. So a lot of stuff that you're going to have to deal with, the fact that your character doesn't necessarily have the jank that you can potentially win entire games off of.
Yeah, definitely. And you just have to be a little bit more solid sometimes. Like Haohmaru has pretty solid throws that you can go for, and liking to maybe see that a little bit more, right? You can kind of weave in and out with his amazing movement and kind of open people up that way as well. We didn't see too many throws. He kind of whiffed one early on and kind of just didn't really go for them.
Do the Gym-onator and don't even worry about trying to open up your opponent. Just have them open up themselves, because Maxi is definitely going to have to sprint at Haohmaru in order to even like start up any kind of aggression, which means he's going to potentially run into a lot of 6Bs. And we saw Jimbo play against Airworthy on my own Parsec thing first to 10 last week, and predominantly what he was getting was 6B on block, and then Airworthy was getting hit in the dash-in with a 2A into another 2A into a while rising A, and just picking and pawing at the opponent so much, and that's going to beat Maxi 6A. So I definitely think those are the angles that you want to try and look for.
So coming in now, we got Mina versus Kilik.
I don't know who you have.
Going to be here.
Kilik, I would assume this is Mindwolf.
Yeah, hold on. We're not getting the next match up just yet.
Oh, okay.
No, we are. No, sorry. I'm sorry. We are. This is Twiceaday versus guys. Look, honestly, I just had to resolve the weirdest thing I've ever had to resolve in a tournament match or a tournament adjudication. So you have to forgive me. This is Twiceaday versus Kashi.
Okay, it's gonna be a hype set.
It's going to be a hype set, but I am curious as to what the weird thing was, and I'll ask at some point in the future.
Yeah.
Alright, Twiceaday versus Kashi. The names are going to have to be switched. Almost undoubtedly, Kashi is the Mina player, Twiceaday is the Kilik player.
Yeah,
but they're both just throwing rods at each other.
Yeah, interesting that like these characters used to be pretty much the exact same at one point in like a different game, and they've evolved so far. Nice, getting that lethal hit Poshi.
First time that Kilik has been it's been the bearer of bad news for Kilik as opposed to Mina. Normally it's the other way around, where Mina is the terrible character and Kilik is the amazing one.
Oh, I moved at the last second, gets lethal hit.
I would imagine. I actually have no idea how this. I assume this matchup is fine. It's just that moving backstep after BB. I don't know so much. I guess the idea is that Kilik has to be the one that has to try and go in, which Kilik isn't really the best at. So maybe that's the issue.
Yeah, Kilik's like a very jack of all trades kind of character, right?
Yeah, master of none.
Yep.
Nice. Gonna have to deal with this Soul Charge. Still, in my opinion, the best Soul Charge in the game.
Really solid. Gets the air hit that definitely mitigated some of that damage.
Oh, decides to fully cash in. Okay, this means you put a lot of commitment into this, so you definitely have to win this round, Kashi. Nice.
He does. Yeah, that jumping attack not going to be nearly enough range.
I really liked what Twiceaday was trying to do, to not just beat the 1B, but just to also make things awkward. But Kashi with the 100% best possible option in that regard. So it looks like Twiceaday is going to try to use his own Soul Charge. Okay, so we're going to cash out here. It's not going to put him in the yellow yet because of the heavy scale.
Yeah, definitely.
No.
Oh, just out of it.
Just right.
Yeah, lucky ducky, got it right.
Hey-o. We're the second commentator to say Lucky Ducky during the stream, and the first one was not me.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. That's why I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the theme. Man, oh man, Twiceaday being really aggressive here.
Yeah. Ooh, goes with the throw cancel.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
You don't see that too often, other than like attempting a guard break. I've never seen it used like that. That was
to the point where I feel like that was not intended.
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't.
Alright, so Kashi has the 2 bars again, but that's not really gonna... Oh wow, what a fantastic jump. Normally we see people do like the 4-4-B.
And then rug out! Oh my god, I thought that was in for sure.
Alright, 2 bars to 2 bars. I think that means a lot more... Wow, fantastic punish by Twice.
Yeah, that's able to be one of his best punishes.
But to be able to do that off of a character that you know is going to...
He got the parry again, Jay! He's on fire right now with these.
Oh, parry for... Still in Soul Charge. I feel like Kashi's going to want to back up, but I guess not. If you're hitting your opponent, then why bother?
Yeah, exactly. And his own life is taking down, and he's gone.
Yeah, that is the that's the problem with the Soul Charge from Kilik, is the fact that like it forces you to feel like you have to like take the oppression. Now, that being said, maybe what Twice could have done is just canceled it to go into like the small amount of healing that he was going to get, but he had another bar to try to exercise some sort of stage positioning in the future.
Yeah, they did recently buff it so the health doesn't tick down quite as fast the lower health he gets. But it's still, your life's still depleting entirely, so it's kind of rough. You kind of just have to accept that it's risky, right?
It's a lot like living when you're in your 30s. You just know that your life is slowly depleting, and you just have to accept it. Anyway, here we are at Indian Port.
Nice transition, Jay.
Thank you. I learned from the best.
Oh yeah, who's that?
So Sung Mina probably has better, I mean, definitely has better guard damage, but potentially better ring outs in this position as well.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Going for that guard damage, as you can see.
If you didn't get that whip punish, it's very key to get those, but it's definitely hard to get in this environment.
Man, Twiceaday has been very successful. Once he's finally in, he's getting so much damage and is correct on so many times in whip punishes. Whip punishing Mina is not exactly the easiest thing in the world.
No, it's not. Nice resist impact and gets the OCI lethal hit again.
Yeah.
It is.
And that was a big deal because Kashi just got his bar, and you know he's gonna pop it.
One thing with Kilik player that's like Kilik is very exciting to watch is he really just requires the player to use like all of the mechanics in the game.
Yeah,
right? You resist impact, very key. You know, GIing and everything. It's just a character that low skill floor, high skill ceiling.
You see that lightning reaction for the wall rising B? That was pretty fantastic. But yeah, Twiceaday is one of the people that I think utilizes RIs more often, like when he's being aggressive, you know, and just realizes that he can potentially pull in an RI to beat the RE. Significantly more so than virtually any other player that I can think of.
Yeah.
Wow, another lightning duck.
Yeah, these Twitch ducks are just immaculate right now for Kashi.
God, that soul charge lasts so long. It's so irritating.
Get the block punish.
All the 1v whips. Oh,
the hell sweep. Yep. Still good, even though it's been nerfed a few times. It is still a hell sweep.
Oh, we didn't come up with predictions. And you know what? I think at this point, we shouldn't. But also, I don't think that I could have made a prediction in this.
No, it's really close. Both players are really solid.
Yeah. It's just overall, I don't know. I hate to beat this guy, but I really feel like we're seeing a disparity in the power of the characters.
Yeah, definitely. Kilik is a bit of a struggle. Definitely not as nearly as strong as Mina, but Twiceaday makes it work.
It does somewhat, but it's just, yeah, he has to deal with these things, and that's gonna kill.
That's like the second time we've seen that situation happen.
Yeah, the other time was during like the 6A.
Yeah, interesting that he's going for that 88 plus B as well, because like even on block, you can GI the second hit.
I think it's just a matter of he's trying to evade what he imagines Kashi is going to try and pull out there. So in a way, it's a relatively heavy commitment, and Kashi's just kind of, again, letting him. And this is something that we see from... Is that a ring out? It is! That's so dumb, dude! He grabbed from the other direction. This is the most unfair character in the game. Why? Just... stop it before it spreads!
Put a mask on. Wash your hands.
Wash your hands of Mina.
Yeah, so you guys saw what Ian said in the chat. He said he had just added the stretch goal money to the Matcherino. So right now we are at $1,388.69. If you want to help us out, use the promo code DXC. You'll donate 50 cents for free to the prize pool. Check out the special sponsor quest from Rig, G Fuel Energy, Twitch quests, Twitter quests, YouTube quests. We only got 2 stretch goals left, guys. You get $1,700.50. We'll have an extra $100 by Team Deuce Gaming, and $2,000 for top 8 payouts. Here's the payouts where they stand right now. First place, $555. Second place, $347. Third place, $208. Fourth place, $137. And fifth place, each getting a cool $69.43. Thank you guys all for your support.
All right. We're going into the next round. I haven't decided who I want to put up yet, but I'm going to very, very soon, I promise.
What are the choices?
So, okay, first people up, definitely, for sure. Incendiate versus Ronthetryhard.
All right, yeah, put that one
on. Okay, so but here's what I want to know. What do you want to see? Do you want to see more Richsticks versus Mindwolf? Do you want to see more EndersJ versus Tav 102? Or do you want to see more Kashi versus Signia?
After the other one?
It's a popularity contest.
I'm going to go, my vote is for Rich versus Mindwolf because we get to see Enders a lot, and I don't want to watch Mina. That's how I feel about it.
All right, let's do it.
What do you think?
We'll go with what Jay wants for match number 2. We'll see. We'll highlight Richsticks a little bit more. We'll see Mindwolf, who I also believe plays Kilik, correct?
Yes.
All right, some more Kilik as well, so definitely something cool going on. Let's see if he's able to handle sticks from Rich.
All right.
Oh, Mindwolf and Richsticks the next match?
No, they're going to be after. We're going to put Incendiate and Ronthetryhard up next.
All right,
I
cool.
can't remember the last time they played. I'm sure they must have run into each other.
They played last week at LBC.
Right? Okay.
And then the week before that, and then probably at Mighty Mooks at one point.
Yeah.
And probably at Boomnaughty Battles at one point.
Yeah, Ron has gotten a lot of experience against the NLBC boys, the NLBCBs. And I imagine he's going Ivy predominantly as opposed to going with X.
Yeah, he definitely. Sometimes with Incendiate as well, it kind of can be how he's feeling that day.
It can, yeah.
Obviously, he plans out the matchups very particularly, but sometimes it's just like a day where he thinks that this character is just not going to work for him that day, or maybe it's a day where he'll pick the character that he thinks is going to work and it doesn't work out as well, and he switches to his other main. That's one of the strengths of being a dual main. Both of his characters are equally strong and to such a high level.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a matter, if that's the case, assuming, like, taking his feelings aside, because we're not sure which one it is, I would imagine just in terms of the character matchup, / player matchup, you want a character that doesn't necessarily have to chase all that much, because it really, I get the impression that that's exactly what Ron wants, when he feels significantly weaker when he has to go and chase the opponent. So, I mean, comparatively so, surely Ivy is significantly better at running away than X is. And, I'm willing to bet. Put in your text your votes. It's a text to 1 Tom 100 Tom 100 Tom. It's 1 for X, 2 for no.
Yeah. Do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll work out.
Exactly
it's not a scam.
Yeah.
But make sure to, the follow-up message, give us your credit card information, wacky numbers on the back, promise it's not a scam.
Just, you know what? Zubaz is trying to sell you a bill of goods. He's trying to sell you snake oil right now. All you need to do is just give me the numbers on the back of, like, 3 Best Buy gift cards of $250 or more. That's all I'm asking. Just give me those numbers. You don't have to give me your own personal information. I don't care. And then I will give it to my friend who works at the credit union, and we'll be all square.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah, and somehow you will be rewarded in the next life.
Yeah, you'll be rewarded in some way or another. I promise.
How much? I don't know if Ian is listening to this, but Ian, oh, you are?
I am.
That's
How many Best Buy gift cards do you have, and can we have them?
Yeah.
0 and no.
How many Best Buy gift cards do you have? Follow-up question. Gimme.
So, Incendiate versus Ronthetryhard. Incendiate is back from being indisposed for just a minute, and I think we should be getting started. There we go.
X. Interesting.
Flip those names, but that's the match, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Luminaries Ronthetryhard versus Deus's Incendiate. We're not going to be dealing with ringouts like at all, so I'm sure Incendiate is very happy to see this stage here.
Yep. I'm just running forward, getting that counter hit.
Also, I'm predicting Incendiate wins.
Yeah, I'm also going to predict Incendiate winning this.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like he's going to try and lame it out with X. If he's going to get a life lead, it's not that bad of an idea, because, you know, running in the 3v happens a lot online, Parsec or otherwise.
Yeah, and it's only -12 on block, so...
Yeah, it's not really... You're not going to deal with a whole lot coming from Zas as a punish. Nice break.
No. You're getting a little bit of chip damage, even with the command grab didn't come through, and you're going to secure it very dominant. That was a slow game, but didn't lose that much life. He kind of got hit once at the beginning of the round, and then just worked it slowly from there.
I just thought of something. I didn't think about the effectiveness of X's GIs to deal with the charged up strings that Zas throws out. And even just one of them is a pretty significant chunk. Especially for a character like X. So I'm wondering if that's why he's...
Duck on the string into the ring out. What amazing.
He's the one who gets the ring out? Zas is sitting there like, to stage select. I'm throwing it as much Latin as possible to make Ian feel uncomfortable.
Thank you, Jay.
You're welcome.
Oh, he canceled it!
We were talking about that earlier. I think it was Nitty who did the same thing. Oh, wow, nice wall rising.
Yeah, cancels into the stance. Gets the mix-up. All this string pressure. Ron is not guessing correctly. Spending the meter here.
Not going to kill, but again, dead to the mix-up. I'm going to say not 3A this time.
Yeah, you might do the jump. We're going to do the jump low. Oh, no, just B plus K.
You know what? That makes sense, because I'm pretty sure that beats CE there.
Yeah, and it's only -2 on block.
Yeah.
Very dominant game 1 from Incendiate.
Yeah, Ron getting smothered. He chose a different stage, right? Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, better, but about as neutral as possible. So we'll see if Ron is able to win the day with a different stage. But overall, the stage wasn't entirely what was the problem. There was that one ring up, but predominantly it's just he doesn't really know how to deal with some of the pressure that that Incendiate is pulling out here.
Yeah, and getting rung out on that stage is like, man, you really had to mess up.
Yeah.
Oh, another ring out! That back up 3B. Just great spacing. Like, he tip ranged it and everything. Like, that was just amazing set play from Incendiate.
Yeah, he knew exactly what was being whipped there, which is a pretty big deal. And also, if you had told me before this match had started that there were going to be at least 2 ring outs, I would have said, oh no, I was wrong about my prediction. Ron is the one who's going to win.
But now the ring outs came from Incendiate. Gonna go with that grab and backing up after it as well. And Xianghua does have command grab. That's one thing to keep in mind.
That is true. I feel like he's just going to use if he's going to use command grabs and they don't work, he's going to use it to back up as opposed to trying to pressure, depending on where they are on the stage.
Yeah, definitely.
God.
The low grab attempt doesn't even go for it. Goes for the mid option.
Seems like Ron, typically speaking, is choosing the option of trying to like make the stances trying to go away with blocking, and that's what Incendiate is trying to capitalize off of, just going with the heaviest guard damage punish. He's in the yellow, and
he is, if he doesn't guess right here, he's gonna get no rounds.
Okay, he ends up winning it. So, man, this is one of the most lopsided matches I think we've seen so far.
Popping Soldier here needs to make a comeback happen, Jay.
Dead to a CE though, so he can't go for the low. Can't go for the side. Yep, okay.
Doesn't guess right. One in the CE. Gonna save his life.
Expensive round. Both bars down.
I gotta spend everything just to stay alive, which, you know, sometimes you gotta spend it just to, you know, get
if you gotta
that
do
next
it, you
round.
gotta do it. Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be hard because you really can't make any mistakes. If you make 2 mistakes, you're getting hit with a CE twice, and that's a really rough spot to be in.
Yeah, but the problem is that now you're trying to get away from those CEs and you end up taking half life. But it ends up taking a full charge over to Incendiate there. Gets that kick. Okay, kind of evened it up, but again, as you were talking about, there's this looming shadow of these 2 bars. Okay, here we go.
Nice.
He's gonna have a bar of his own pretty soon.
He drops the combo! No, you can't be doing that! This is such a bad spot for Ron to be in. Soul Charge coming in from Incendiate now has...
Soul Charge. 3 curses. Is he dead?
Alright.
No, he's not dead.
No, but a lot of damage.
Got the bar again. Nice block.
Yeah, needed that to stay in this round. And nice whip punish from Ronthetryhard, right? Staying in it.
10 stuff. 2 bars to 1. Running into that 3v. It's gonna force Ron to use the Soul Charge immediately. That is definitely A-okay on Incendiate's board.
Yeah, gets a whip punish again.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna have to use the bar like kind of immediately. Incendiate doesn't even have to get anything going with this bar. He can just spend on the next one. But hey, he just got like, what was that, like half life? Jesus Christ.
That's crazy. Yeah, it was like a third of his life on that 3v whip punish. Xianghua soul charge, nothing to be underestimated.
Yeah, definitely something that people underestimate all the time. He's got one first. Incendiate was too patient the last time, which ended up killing him. So I wonder if that's gonna be.
And he's dead.
Good job to Incendiate. To being clutch at the very end there.
I wonder if it's going to be Andy dead.
Yeah. Well, that always happens. It always seems like...
Yeah.
We've had these conversations before. Stuff happens in this game so quickly that more often than not, when you're pontificating over the potential options that are going on, by the time you are finished even just saying the beginning portion of said pontification, it's over.
Yeah, something else has already happened. Like 3 things have already happened. It's like, oh, well... What I was about to say was pretty cool, but doesn't matter anymore.
That's one of the major obstacles, in my opinion, of commentating this game, is just when you have so many things you want to say, and you think that you have the time to say them, and you don't. You just don't have the time to say them.
It's a very complicated thing. It's like an art of commentating fighting games just in general, is just knowing when to stop talking. And
it's
you realize,
like Sanchez's stream.
Exactly, right? And you have to like know, like, can I say this thing that's like gonna take a while? And then you're like, probably not. It's probably best if I just save this for afterwards. In moments like these, where now we have to fill for time, Jay, and going in between those matches, this is kind of like the more awkward part of like commentary. You're like, I kind of got to talk a little bit more.
You don't have to. And no, don't feel free. You don't have to talk during the.
Well,
when it's intermission.
I think it's important to establish that that we're being truthful enough to where we feel awkward right now.
Oh yeah, I mean we have another match already.
I'm sitting here looking at Jay. He's making me feel uncomfortable.
I understand. I get that from a lot of people.
So
especially
as it turns out, we are zooming through the bracket.
Match names.
This is Richsticks versus Mindwolf. AXL Richsticks. Sorry to make you feel awkward there, Jay and Zubaz.
No, that was Zubaz. Thank the Lord Jesus Christ that nobody heard what Zubaz said. Because he tried to go mad hard over me just now. Oh wait, no, okay. I don't know if the ring out, but it looks like he's gonna get the round anyway. But Mindwolf is somebody who's just been I tried to like get into the match and I just couldn't. Mindwolf is somebody who is just recently getting back into this. He's another one of those, from what I understand, old SOULCALIBUR 2 heads that's just getting back into the game, and he's been already in a handful of these Parsec tournaments really kind of making some pretty heavy upsets. I haven't seen him against Maxi yet, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, the legacy knowledge could come clutch in Maxi, right? To be able to acknowledge those strings and everything.
Oh man,
hop kick.
That was so good off of the block on the 1B, but it's a shame that... Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
I don't know. Try to do something that was not get hit.
Yeah. Which is it's pretty tough, because what you should have tried is like what you were talking about, not getting hit.
Yeah, you just don't get hit. Just block everything, sidestep all the verticals, duck the highs, tech the throws.
GI the throws.
GI the throws.
Oh, you can get
it didn't even block the extra hit there. Yeah,
that was
a little bit of damage on, Does the pogo hop. Yeah, it gets out of there.
Oof, nice sidestep catch.
Again with it.
You might as well do it every time, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, what's his Oki gonna be like? 1 feet and the ring out. Mindwolf is out of his mind right now.
That was fast.
Yep.
Okay, you did the mind thing, so at some point I had to do the wolf pun.
Like something. He's hungry like the wolf.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be something like that, or my wolf is gonna win, and I'm just gonna go, oh. But let's see if I do that. Who knows?
No surprise.
Who knows if you'll do that thing you just did?
No surprise. The whole chat bet on Richsticks.
Yeah, well, again, it's like they're betting on the person that they know.
Yeah.
Because again, Mindwolf, I swear, has only been pouncing onto the scene. There we go. Yeah. Pouncing onto the scene just in the last month or so. So not a lot of people are aware of his presence in the community just yet. Did we change the stage, but we got the same stage? I think so.
Yeah. I think that happened.
It was the desert stage technically, but this is basically the same thing, except that the desert has turned into water and sun.
I think it was like the exact same stage.
Oh, I thought it was the desert last time, but I mean they're basically the same thing.
Yes, exactly. A nice block punish on the 1A. Doesn't let him do the pogo hop that time. Great adaptation from Richsticks and to shut that option down.
I was curious as to what Maxi does to try and beat that. Okay, so that looks like actually Maxi has one of the easier options to try and beat.
Just do big mid.
Yeah. What does he have to worry about? Like a -12 punish from Kilik, man.
Yeah, and he's out. All right, well that was quick.
Yeah, this that was 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Boy howdy. Okay.
Yeah, this game's fast. Remember we said this game's really fast? It's really fast.
It's really fast. And I mean, we saw last time that we saw Rich on the stream. Nice duck. We saw last time that Rich was on the stream that he was able to figure out how to beat his opponent within like 1.5 rounds.
Yeah.
So let alone, looks like he had to take the entire game to try and figure out Mindwolf, but maybe the download was complete.
Yeah, Richsticks definitely super good at adapting.
Catching that movement. Mindwolf pretty good at that. Seems to be the way that he's been winning the day.
Yeah, catches him with the mid. Life slowly taken down, and that low is going to secure his fate. Richsticks tying up 1-1.
So are we keeping it on this stage? Mindwolf's 1 on this stage.
Well,
what do you think, man?
No, it's going to go back right into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both of them with a ring out apiece, I believe.
I believe so, yeah.
So it's going to be a matter of, like, again, I think Rich is just trying to overwhelm him with a lot of strings because he hasn't really gotten the opportunity to do so all that often.
Yeah, and now he's just blowing up these parry attempts that Mindwolf is going for. They worked in the first game, but there it is. Gets it that time.
Even so, the amount of damage that he's taken so far, I think, still put. Oh, tried to put the ring out there. Is that? No, it's not the ring out. Or it is.
Oh, it is.
Oh, no! He was able to even see it. Nice duck on the 6A, but he doesn't get anything out of it. Jump B loses to 6A plus B. Woo! Oh.
There it is.
Wait, I shouldn't have done that. He lost.
Yeah.
He lost the. You know what? Bulls aren't very smart, so it's totally fine.
Well, never mind.
You were gonna start going into the education of all that kind of stuff. Okay, so he's gonna get a huge amount of damage here, but okay.
Oh, into the tag trap.
Yeah, he's gone for that option every single time, and every single time it has hit, but in a weird way.
Yeah.
The first time it hit back turn, second time Rich was able to AC it, third time it hit him standing question mark.
Yeah, definitely not consistent by the looks of it.
No.
Okay, able to stay alive. Gonna get the counter hit into the knockdown. Richsticks pressing buttons, gonna get clipped.
He's got the bar.
Yeah, so nice block, but doesn't get the punish.
Ooh, what was that supposed? That was not supposed to be 3A.
No.
He's never won 3A ever.
Okay, gets the whip punish. No block punish, goes for throw attempt instead.
Potential ring out grab there in that situation. 2 rounds to 1, fire bad. Lots of clashing, a lot of mid-range kind of stuff going on right here.
1B, but that Kilik while rising cage has such stubby range on that first hit. It's so prone to whiff because of that.
Okay, so he decides to spend the bar here. I definitely agree with this. He has virtually no... So that's fine, because frankly, having 1 bar or 2 bars, I don't really think matters all that much for Kilik in the last round.
Not
it's gonna
really.
be 1 bar to 1 bar. Ooh,
early soul charge.
This is... I don't know about this, though.
Yeah, banging it all on this. Goes for the counter hit fish with the 6A plus B, but no, not quite fast enough.
Yeah, Rich is going to spend the bar because why not? He's just going to try and leave that. Oh!
Nice whip punish, just committing that sidestep.
Really? You're going to go for that? Into a 2-2B? I don't know so much. He got the alright. He got it.
Yep, and he's out of soul charge now.
Oh, that was weird.
Yeah, we said the same thing.
Yeah. In the same cadence.
Yeah,
oh, tried to 6A plus B, and that's going to be it. It's not going to be it.
Quite.
Now it's going to be it, right? No, it's not. Oh, wow.
Mindwolf with the upset right now, taking it over Richsticks.
I think that's for sure the biggest upset that we've had so far.
100% Mindwolf, yeah. Coming back from what you said, all the way from SOULCALIBUR 2. Showing that these fundamentals still work.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I apologize if I'm mistaken on that, but I heard that he was an old school player. I didn't know him personally.
Do you think people would just come on the internet lie, Jay?
Yeah. Did I ever tell you about the time that my friend created a founding father of America in Wikipedia?
No.
Yeah, his name was Cherokee Jones.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and essentially, so the idea was that he just went to different Wikipedia pages of different founding fathers and would just be like, George Washington, comma, friend of John Cherokee, and like that's all it was initially, right? And then eventually he had so many of like that name popping up in different Founding Father pages that he created a page on Wikipedia just like for John Cherokee.
This is why you must. This is a lesson, everyone at home. Always have credible sources and use multiple sources. Don't just use one.
Don't use Wikipedia. It's totally fine to. Well, use Wikipedia to then go down to the bottom of the page to look at the sources that are being used for that page. Trust me, I wrote more research papers than I can shake a stick at when I was in college in 19... But it's still going to be the case today.
Yeah.
So, guys, let me ask you something.
Okay. Is it
I'm available
how
for
to
2
cite?
questions.
Yeah. Is it how to cite your sources? Because I can do that.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll save that for later.
You want to talk about Google Pro?
No.
Oh,
we are closing in on top 8 over here. I think we could do one more match before we take a break. Or do you guys want to take a break like right this minute?
I don't want to deny the people more hype matches, especially after that exciting one that we just saw. So one more and then break definitely sounds like the right.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, can you switch it to game 4?
Yeah.
Are we on game 4?
No, we're on game 3.
Is game 4 live?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you switch it over there?
All right, give me a sec.
And blow it up.
Who's on the map?
Twiceaday versus
Xephukai.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
Twiceaday versus Zeph? Same house?
Yeah, same house.
Same house.
House rules over here.
All right, let's take a look at this, everyone.
Cider house rules.
This is the advantage. I don't have to call people for stream. I can just
keep making house references until forever.
Yep.
All right, 1 second. Sorry. Stream program.
Oh,
Cooperate.
doesn't get that punished.
Yeah. Got the little spring in the background.
Yeah.
There we go. Ooh, goes to the hop kick. Not gonna get the punish though. Whip punish coming from Xephukai.
Goes for the full string. I actually have no idea what that is on block, but yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine these guys play every once in a while, so...
So I talked with Zev about this once. It's not as often as you would think to have 2 guys who live together that are really good at this one thing would do it together. They don't play. They just don't. Apparently, they don't play like as much as you would expect them to.
Huh, okay. They certainly stream a lot, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Both of them. I wonder
maybe
if
more. Maybe more recently. This was a few months ago.
Oh, okay. Oh no, he doesn't even know how to get out of the unblockable trap there. That is super bad news. Shades of Cassandra. Great one indicating that it's very different schedules. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But still, that being said, what with the fact that Zeph has been playing Kilik pretty recently?
I mean, he's been playing Kilik since like this game launched.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of an off and on. It's an off again, on again relationship.
Yeah.
For sure.
Continuing with the throw game, Twiceaday. Slowly adapting the string of 2-2B. You can go for the extension, and it kind of makes it your punish a little bit different. Oh, the forward movement gonna save his life there. Yeah.
Doesn't get his back turn people's K. That stinks. Oh, nice side set.
Yep.
I kind of wish they had committed with the 2-2B though. Nice GI. Okay. You can definitely do this. You got the bar.
Does 2A, continuing that movement, goes to the throw.
I wasn't sure if he actually got anything out of it. Oh, okay.
Oh, and he pressed the 8A plus B again, but he gets clipped. We've seen him get clipped out of 8A plus B so many times in this tournament.
Have we seen the 8A plus B work at all?
It worked one time against Kashi.
I don't remember that, but I'll take your word for it.
It happened in like the first round.
Yeah. But overall, it has been almost an unmitigated disaster using that move.
Nice tuck into the lethal hit. Optimal punish from Xephukai.
Oh, I like this a lot. I appreciate just securing his second round. 100% on the reads. That was fantastic.
Yeah, and had the read, didn't even press the button immediately with that frame advantage.
We're going to see a lot. Both these characters run a lot of neutral stuff, but I think that Sophie's a lot better at it.
Yeah, I agree.
Not going to get that punish too far away, but gets a little bit of something. Whoa, the camera switched so quickly, and that's the round.
Yeah, doffs him out.
It was basically, it was literally a 50-50.
Yep.
Because if he was wrong about the GI, he could have just gone for the straight stab, gotten the ring out anyway.
Yep. Yeah,
definitely something that you have to get used to dealing with. Not just with Zeph, but just with Sophies in general. They love to GI. The character is built around that mechanic quite a lot.
Yeah,
and,
very fundamental character.
Yeah, in that ring out kind of 50-50 situation, you have to assume they're going to try and bait out those GIs time and time again.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's something that's going to come with a lot of experience. And like, Twice plays the game a lot, and it's just something it's hard to acknowledge, right?
Yeah.
That's just a thing that they're gonna go for because it's an option that they have, and sometimes you're in the heat of the moment and you forget.
It was the heat of the moment.
Yes. Now we're gonna get DMCA'd because he's saying that.
Oh boy.
No. That's like 8 or 9 seconds that you have to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we once again have the option to continue forward. I think at this point actually we're at the right time since the last break to take another break and hit up the our sponsors.
Yeah.
Art, does that sound about right to you?
Oh yeah, I have to go AFK for a minute though, stretch and stuff. But yeah,
yeah.
I'll definitely hit up the sponsors, but like I'll do them in slide form.
Let's put the commercial on then and let you go take a break.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So we're gonna take a quick break, everyone. When we come back, top 8.
Cool. Awesome.